Welcome! I'm going to teach you about converting fractions to decimals, specifically for the hundredths place. So let's take a look. So as you've learned our different place values when it comes to decimals, our whole numbers are here, our hundreds, tens, and ones, and then we have our decimal point there. We've talked about tenths, and now we're looking at hundredths today. So the little tiny, or like a tenth of our tenth, a little chunk of our ones place, a hundredth. So let's say we have this fraction, 39 over 100, or 39 hundredths. So here are my blank place values. You can put a 0 here because we have no whole numbers. And then we have a 3/10 and 9 hundredths, 39 hundredths total. Okay, and then we could also write it like this, 39. Either way, 0 there or no 0, either way is correct, but you'll notice we have two place values here and we just fill in our 3 and then our 9. Going here, we have 62 hundredths. Once again, you may put the 0 there if you'd like, either way works, and then just fill in from left to right, 62. 62 hundredths is what this fraction says, and now what these two decimals say, 62 hundredths. Now let's say we have 12, same kind of thing, 0, 12 hundredths, and 12 hundredths. But what if we have a 2 hundredths? Automatically you're like, oh, this is going to go right here, the 2 is going to go here. But you can't because you have to fill in both place values. So we can put our 0 here if we'd like, and we're going to pretend like there's an invisible 0 here as well. And we put 0 and 2. We have to make sure our 2 is here in this place value, our hundredths place value. So put it either way with your first 0 or not. But this 0 right here, both of these zeros right here are the most important because it's holding our place value of our tenths spot. And we're saying we only have 2 hundredths or 2 pennies kind of thing. So same thing if we have a whole number here. Right away, you know your whole number is going to be 3. You have to have your whole number there. And then you have 51 hundredths. It's like saying you have $3.51. 3 and 51 hundredths looks like that. Same with this one, 4 and 73 hundredths. 4 is my whole number holding in that ones place, and then that's a 1 there, ones place, and then you have your tenths and your hundredths, 73 hundredths. And then same thing here, we have our 8, and right away you want to put this 9 here. Wrong, not correct. This says 9 hundredths, so you need your 0 to hold your place value and your 9 here. This 0 is so important. It's so important because remember, this is like saying there's an invisible 0 here. When you see that there's a hundredth here, you have to go all the way over. You have to have two place values to fill in. And so you have 8 and 9 hundredths, or 8.09. Once again, can't go over this enough. If you have a single digit here and a hundredths here, you have to fill in both of these. So as you might have guessed, you have optional 0 there. This 0 is not optional, or else you will get it wrong. And you have your 5 there, because if I wrote it like 0.5 or just 0.5, that's saying 5/10, and that is wrong. This is asking for 5 hundredths. Okay, holding this tenths place value so you can show that you have 5 hundredths. There you have it. Good luck. Pass these levels.